Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nerds of the Roundtable. I am, of course, your boy, Antonio Padilla. With me, as always, my right-hand man, the red dog, the champ, Cliff Miller. Say what's up, Cliff.
Roads? We don't need roads where we're going.
Awesome. He went 80s this time, swag.
Antonio, we need to go back to the future.
1.21 gigawatts.
I'm going to need you to take these seeds and stick them up your butthole, Morty. Stick 'em way up. That's wrong. That's the wrong thing. Close. And with us, as always, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Swagtastic from YouTube. Swag, say what's up.
Ayo.
There he is. I see you remodeled the place.
Yep, we got a new office. It's quite nice. So it's kind of getting a little sick of using the heist room for the podcast. So
happens. Got to switch it up every now and then.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have a pretty packed show, believe it or not. So we're going to try and get through most of this stuff. But before we get into anything, I want to give a shout out to this movie right here, Batman: Soul of the Dragon, which dropped this week on Blu-ray, DVD. You can get it on HD, digital HD, all that stuff. I really like it. I really dig it. I'm not gonna like break it down and tell you everything, but like it's a world story, and it's very martial arts centric. Cliff, you'll dig this story. Ben Turner, Bronze Tiger, voiced by Michael Jai White, and Michael Jai White played Bronze Tiger on Arrow, so that's pretty cool. I love that. Yeah. There are other martial arts related characters in the movie, like I'm trying to remember their name. Lady Shiva, she's awesome. Richard Dragon, who in this movie is drawn to resemble Bruce Lee, so that's dope.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just really cool. It's set in the 70s. Like I said, it's in Elseworlds, and it's very martial arts heavy. So if that's something you like, something you dig, then definitely go give it a shot. Also, one thing I thought was really interesting, the actor who voices Batman, it's not Kevin Conroy. People don't get your hopes up. I forget what his name is, but he's actually married to Elizabeth Tulloch, who plays Lois Lane on the CW. So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Kind of a nice little connection there. So yeah, definitely check it out. Batman: Soul of the Dragon. I give it a thumbs up. I enjoyed it. Worth a watch. All right. Let's get into the news, boys, because we got a few things we're going to talk about here. First up, let's talk about those Justice League posters we got. They dropped yesterday morning. We got 3 of them. And Swag, throw those up right now.
There you go.
There they are. So like I said, we got 3 of them. We got a series of them. The first one, Fallen. The second one, Risen. The third one, United. And I really dig all these posters. I love that they're in black and white. Straight up, that's Zach's style. But the thing I want to point out, and I did post this on the Nerds Facebook page. I know Cliff saw it today. The Risen poster is actually a reference to the death of Superman, that iconic image of his cape flapping like a flag in the wind amidst all the devastation. And I thought that was dope. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I loved it. I also love that the United poster is literally a film canister with the name United on it. It's awesome. So yeah, I really love these posters. I think it's really awesome. Cliff, what were your thoughts on these posters?
No, I definitely like the symbolism for for the death of Superman. I thought that was cool. I was hyped about that, and I caught the canister reel legitimately right before we started recording. I was looking at it. I was like, oh yeah, that's a movie. Oh, I get it, because we're we didn't want that shitty Justice League movie that we got. We wanted we united. There's great symbolism there, Zach. Thank you for that.
Yes. Yeah, very awesome. Swag, what about you?
Oh yeah, I loved them. They were all really cool and just got me even more hyped. We're getting there. We're really close. So getting all this stuff is just making me even more excited and even more happy. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a few of these my wallpaper on my phone. I'm not gonna lie.
I did that immediately. So, and also the other thing, the posters revealed the official release date, March 18th, 2021. So actually sooner than we originally thought. So
Nice.
that is very, very cool. Everybody mark your calendars. And yeah, so again, like these posters are dope. There's not a whole lot to talk about, although there are some Easter eggs on a few of them if you want to dig around and look for them. I spotted a few. Um, so yeah, just take a closer look at some of those posters. You'll see a few things. But yeah, really cool, really awesome stuff. I love them, and can't wait for the movie. Just we're less than 2 months out, so everybody stay hyped. Also, we should be getting. Oh, go ahead, Cliff.
I was like, wasn't it supposed to originally come out like March 25th, right? That's what we said in the last episode.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see it got bumped up a week because I was like, I don't want to have to be forced to watch Kong and Godzilla and Justice League. I could only be emotionally invested in one series in a day.
Yep.
No, yeah, I was gonna bring that up, like, because straight up we talked about it last week, and it was like, yeah, that's gonna end up being a packed weekend. But I think they realized, like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that. So that's
especially because I just watched Godzilla 2014 the other day for the first time, and I was like,
Bruh, yeah, straight up. I'm not gonna lie. I just rewatched all three of them over the last couple days.
Yeah.
Because we did get the trailer, which we're going to talk about up next. But before we get to that, we should be getting the final trailer for Zack Snyder's Justice League next month in February 14th. And we are going to get the Mortal Kombat trailer next month as well, although we don't have a date for that one. They just said February. So once again, we'll keep you guys updated. But hey, let's get into it. Let's not bury the lead. All right, we got the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer, and it was awesome. I'm so hyped. Look, I'm gonna straight up say it right now. Swag, you'll probably agree with me. I got big Pacific Rim vibes.
Yeah.
And that's only a good thing. All right, like I love Pacific Rim so much. I saw that shot of Godzilla and Kong in Tokyo with all the neon lighting and everything. I was like, that looks like Pacific Rim. And I was like, I like this. This is cool. But yeah, no, I saw this trailer, man. I was so hyped. It was the first thing I saw that morning when I woke up last Sunday. But yeah, man, I'm super hyped. I'm super excited. A lot of theories and stuff we're going to get into in a little bit, but I'm going to throw this over to Cliff. Cliff, just what were your initial thoughts on the trailer?
So initial trailer, I thought the trailer kind of started off slow, just kind of to be fair, but they set the tempo of like what you're gonna get. But then once you get into it, like, yeah, it's fast paced. It's all everything that you want. And I have to agree with a friend of ours. Chaz said it best. He's like, in this movie, I need like 30 minutes of human interaction, 15 at the beginning, 15 at the end, and the rest of the 2 hours is just gonna be Godzilla and King Kong beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Yo, I agree 100%. Like I said, I rewatched the three preceding films just in the last few days, and straight up, as much as I liked Godzilla, the 2014 movie, like straight up, there's way too much of the human drama in that movie. Like way too much. And that was always a complaint I had with that movie. Kong Skull Island is easily my favorite so far, because I think that movie struck the proper balance between like the human drama and the monster fighting, which is dope. And also that movie, it's funny watching all those movies in a row now, because it's like Godzilla is very like, there's not a lot of colors in that movie. Like it's very dark, very drab and dull. But when you get to Kong, everything is bright and vivid and it looks so fantastic. And that's a gorgeous looking movie. And that carries over into Godzilla King of the Monsters, which that movie gets a lot of criticism because there's not enough human drama in that movie. And I was like, but I come to see the monster fights, y'all. And I love King of the Monsters because it's like, yeah, it's basically just giant monster fights with a little bit of the human story, just enough. So I'm with you, Cliff. I agree with you. I agree with what Chaz said. If this movie gives me like 30 minutes of human drama and like 2 hours of Godzilla versus Kong, like I'm in. I'm cool. I don't give a bring it on. Give it to me. Give it to me. Swag, what about you?
Yeah, I'm in, man. Like the trailer that was good. Like I think that's good enough to like get the hype in. And like I honestly like I was actually thinking about it a few weeks ago before like any word of this was like came up. And I was like, yeah, we were supposed to get that. I wonder what's going on with that. And then this happened. So this is great. I'm glad that we finally got to see some stuff from it. So yeah, I can't wait to see the whole movie. Like, this is gonna be epic.
Yeah, for sure, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be my little kaiju loving heart is just I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Yeah, so Godzilla vs. Kong is dropping March 25th, like we just mentioned before. It's gonna be day and date. It's gonna be in theaters if you can go see it in theaters, which if you live in America, you cannot. But you can watch it on HBO Max. So
feels kind of like the same thing.
Kind of.
I mean, it's safe. I'll give you that. You know?
Yeah.
But let's talk a little bit about it though, because like I said, there's some stuff going on in this trailer. And again, if you don't want anything potentially spoiled for you, maybe get out now because we're gonna bring it up. Although it's been all over the internet anyways. So
pause this episode, go watch it on YouTube, and then come back and listen to us.
Right. Yeah. So potential spoilers. So the trailer kind of posits this question. It's like, is Godzilla the bad guy in this movie? I can tell you right now, no, he is not. But why? Why is he attacking? Why is he fighting Kong? Those questions I don't have answers to, but I know, and again, this is kind of spoiled in the trailer itself. If you're like eagle-eyed, certain eagle-eyed viewers caught a bunch of things. And we're going to throw some screenshots up right now, so I go ahead and throw those up. First one. Mm-hmm. All right, now the second one.
Mm-hmm.
There it is, folks. Mechagodzilla. Straight up, you see him briefly in the trailer. It's like one of the first things you see in this trailer. And then there's that shot of, it looks like whoever's controlling Mechagodzilla, you see the loadout on a screen behind him. So, yeah, Mechagodzilla definitely going to be the big bad in this movie. So yeah, how you feeling about that? I'm going to throw it over to Swag.
That's awesome. This is news to me, but I mean, either way, like it's going to be sick.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Although remember, at the end of King of the Monsters, it kind of hints at this being the thing. Because the guy played by Charles Dance, I can't remember his character's name, although I love Charles Dance, he's great. But he acquires one of the severed heads from King Ghidorah, and so what's he gonna do? What's he up to? Like this might be how he. Although how you get Mechagodzilla from King Ghidorah's head, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Maybe he's up to something different altogether. I've heard the theory that Mechagodzilla and Cyber Ghidorah might show up in this movie, which that makes a bit more sense.
Yeah.
And also it makes sense like why after the big fight, like Kong and Godzilla might have to team up, BVS style to go fight the robots. But okay, I had something else I was gonna bring up real quick. I lost it. Cliff, I'm gonna throw it over to you. I'm gonna try and remember.
All right. So number one thing I want to bring up though is, have you guys seen the memes that they've been making fun of the trailer for? And I don't want to say like in a sense like they're making fun of, because it is kind of funny though, and I was laughing my ass off. So it's just like it says like King Kong, rah 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 rah, and it's like Godzilla, and then it shows Homelander like this, and he's like bam, hits him with his laser eyes. I was like, yo, I was dead.
I've seen so many memes for this movie. It's insane. Oh, okay. So here, I remembered the point I was trying to make. Thank you, Cliff.
From okay.
Yeah, somehow that made me remember. So Swag, help me out here, because this was something you and I talked about, like after we saw King of the Monsters, right? Because that. So come with me on this journey here. We're gonna go through. All right. So in Godzilla, at the end of that movie, Godzilla is proclaimed King of the Monsters. He is the king. And then in Kong, Skull Island, you'll notice nobody ever calls him King Kong. He's always just Kong.
Yeah.
And then Godzilla, King of the Monsters, there's a big like emphasis placed on the idea of a king. Like if Godzilla is the king of the monsters, and then King Ghidorah shows up, but he's the false king. They even call him that in the movie.
Yeah.
Which, you know, spoiler alert, as if you guys didn't already know, Ghidorah obviously loses. Godzilla, making Godzilla the reigning champion. He is still the king. So my theory is Kong is definitely going to win the fight, and thus he will get the title King Kong. That's my. And I know I'm not the first person to come up with that theory, but I did come up with it independently, just watching these movies and seeing that theme play through all of them. So that's what I think. It's the only thing that makes sense, anyways. But yeah, what about you, Swag?
Yeah, I definitely think that's gonna be, because I was even thinking about it just over these past few days since watching the trailer. That's more than likely what's gonna happen. Because it's like, yeah, like it's just been Kong, and if they want to give him the full title, like he's gonna have to like come out on top at the end of this. So
yeah, he's got to earn it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just something that I wanted to bring up because, like I said, I rewatched all three of those movies leading up to this episode, and it's just like, yeah, I remember thinking all these things and having these theories and ideas. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe I get, and especially since the trailer does seem to be building up Kong to be the good guy, like the hero of the movie.
Yeah.
Even though Godzilla and Kong are like the heroes of both of their movies, their franchises. But again, like we'll see what's going on. I'm still hyped to see the movie. I don't even care. I don't care if I'm right or if I'm wrong. I just want to see this movie. You know,
Yeah.
we talked about it last year, Cliff. Like when the movie got pushed back, I was like, I'm so bummed. So y'all know I've been waiting for this one. So yeah. So yeah. Go ahead, Cliff.
I was gonna say, man, I think for me, man, what it is like we get because I've seen both versions, because I don't know if people realize this is a remake, right? So like
Yeah.
in a sense it's a remake, but I've seen both versions of the original, like the Japanese and the American version of both of these. So like if you're keeping score at home, it is 1-1 depending on which version you're watching. Like either way, like I'm so hyped because I'm like, yo, but to hear but to know like there's gonna be like a third villain, a third monster involved in this, and possibly a fourth, like I'm just getting more and more excited because I'm just like, yeah, I just want to see King Kong like just rip somebody's face off. Like that's just what I want to see.
Yeah.
Just wreck. Yeah, especially since like in Kong Skull Island when he straight up rips another monster's inside out through its mouth.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting to see something like that in this movie. So yeah, man, that's gonna be dope.
I was thinking about the scene with in King Kong with Peter Jackson where he just like rips the T-Rex's face off and is just like playing with the jaw.
Straight up, yeah. Give me something like that movie. I'm down. But yeah, man, can't wait for Godzilla vs. Kong, man. Again, March 25th. If you're in the States, HBO Max is your best friend. So go check that out. I know we're excited. All right, so from one movie franchise, let's move to another. I told Swag about this earlier, and Cliff, I know I didn't post this on the Nerds Facebook. I forgot. It was on my Twitter. A Cloverfield sequel has been confirmed, and I know everybody's like, yeah, but they made 2 sequels. They did. This one is, from the article, it's being specified that this will be a direct follow-up to the original 2008 Cloverfield. It's not going to be found footage, though, which is, fine. I get it. They have a writer. Let me see if I can. Joe Barton. He's gonna be writing the script. As far as I can tell, there's no director yet. But yeah, so it is going to be a direct continuation from the original Cloverfield, and it says that they want to try and create an expanded ARG to sort of in the same vein as the original ARG that went with the original Cloverfield, which if any of you were around back then and participated in that, you know how awesome it was. Like I did, and I remember how fun it was and how awesome it was. Like I remember spending hours looking through photos on MySpace pages. That's how long ago this was. MySpace was the dominant social media. But I just remember how fun it was and how immersive it was. So if they're gonna do that again for this one, like I'm all for it. And again, this is something Swag and I have spoken about independently of this announcement, just in terms of like, because we both love Cloverfield, and Swag was a child when the original Cloverfield came out. So I know he did not participate in the ARG, but he has done so much research into it, and like he realizes how dope it was. And so if we're gonna get again this time around, like I think that's awesome. Like I can't wait. Again, not a whole lot of details here. We know it is being set up at Bad Robot. That's J.J. Abrams' company. He will obviously be an executive producer on the movie. And again, the script is being written by Joe Barton, and that's really all we have going into this. So with all that being said, I'm gonna throw it to Swag, because again, I know he's just as big a fan of this as I am. How do you feel about that, Swag?
Like I enjoyed like the past few things that they've done for this whole, I guess, series you could call it now. But like hearing all this stuff and how they want to do it, I'm excited like again. But like I guess like I think this is like even more exciting for me, especially since it's gonna be a direct sequel to the original, because I do want to see what they do with it. And as with the ARG, like like all the stuff that I have seen that I've been able to find about it, like that was really cool, and I was really like disappointed, like man, I didn't get to experience this, and now that they're gonna try and do that again, that has me even more excited to kind of keep up with it and pay attention to it and see what kind of clues and hints we get out of it. So yeah, I'm definitely excited.
Yeah, same. Cliff, what about you? You got any thoughts? I honestly don't even know if you're a big Cloverfield fan, so let me know, man.
All right, so I mean, this is something we never really talked about. So I have never seen Clover Lane, and I haven't even seen the one that was on Netflix, the prequel-ish. But I did see Cloverfield twice, actually, when I was deployed overseas, and I was in Iraq. So I did happen to get to see that movie, and I actually got to see it. So I got to see it a week before it actually came out in the United States, and then I got to see it like the week that it actually premiered. So like I already like knew everything that was going on before like the movie like actually made its debut in the U.S. And as far as the movie goes, man, I'm kind of upset that it's not gonna have like lost footage. Like that's one thing I liked about it. I love the aspect of like these are films that you don't get to see. But I remember like all the criticism that also came with the film, like when it was released, like, and I was bummed. But I was excited to see T.J. Miller get killed in this film. Looking back on it now,
it's
really weird that I have like this hatred, not hatred, just this strong dislike of T.J. Miller, and like I enjoy movies where he just gets perished in.
Like it's pretty justified now. Like I'm not even gonna fight. Like considering he turned out to be a terrible human being in real life, so. Like back in the day, I would have been like, "Hey, I like T.J. Miller," and I did, but screw that guy.
But there was a lot of cool stuff. There was a lot of cool stuff about the movie, and I really did like the monster that they introduced, and I love like seeing all the back and forth footage that was coming through. So I'm definitely excited to see like more of an expansive world and a direct sequel, not like one that's like, we'll put this fear out there. But I really would like to see what the second one looks, because I remember the end when they dropped a big bomb and they're like, he's still moving. And it fades out, and I was like, "What?"
Still alive. Yeah, man, straight up. Because I saw Cloverfield in theaters as well. But again, like part of the thing that made that movie so fun, and even now, just rewatching it, was the ARG. And not that the movie doesn't stand on its own, because it does. But I remember taking part in that ARG and just like knowing little things, like and picking up on little things in the movie, just watching it, like, oh yeah, oh, and he's going to work for the company. Oh, and the company's the one who. It's like, oh, okay, like putting it all together in my head as I was watching it, and like you can even ask Swag like the last time he and I watched it together, I was like, yeah, so this thing tied into this thing from the game, and this all ties this all together, and he was like, oh wow, and I was like, yeah, that game was really cool, and again, like you don't have to know all that stuff to enjoy the movie, but it is cool to have that little thing in the back of your head, which is awesome.
We're talking about the website, right? Like back in the day.
There were multiple websites, and like I said, there were MySpace pages for some of the characters that you could go to, and you could like if you looked in photos and stuff, like there was little things like just little character things that made certain things make more sense. But like there were multiple websites like I still can't pronounce the name of that company. Was it Tagwarato? I can't.
I don't remember. I figured it out, but I don't remember.
Yeah, they have and that's the company that Rob was going to go work for. And if you read through all the their website, you find out that they were involved in like underwater drilling, and like they also own the Slusho company, which is the drink that you see everybody drinking, and that the Slusho is made from a nectar that they found underwater when they were drilling, and this might be where they found it might be from the monster that they inadvertently awoken underwater. It's crazy stuff, man. It's crazy stuff. Like all the weird like world building stuff they did with that game. And again, not that you need to know all this stuff to enjoy the movie, but it's just nice. That does make the experience more immersive.
Well, because I remember when the website came out, and they were like, it was like I forget, it was like discover the deeper world or something like that. I remember like going on because you sent me the website. I was actually overseas when this all happened. You sent me the website, and I remember like clicking on and looking through, and then they're like undocumented photos of like this creature, and they hadn't released. They just showed like a piece of like the hexagon in his eye, and then like there's like little things kind of like moving along, and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? And I remember seeing pictures of like all the characters and stuff, and I was like, what is going on? And then like I saw the movie, and I was like, oh, that's what look at that.
Yeah. And it was cool because like even for the sequels we have gotten, like 10 Cloverfield Lane and Cloverfield Paradox, they did do certain ARG things, but it was never as immersive or as expansive. And it was still cool. It was still cool. And like it was a way to connect all those movies together. Like, so the character that John Goodman plays in 10 Cloverfield Lane, Howard Stambler, he apparently worked for Tagwarato as well, right?
Yeah, he did.
He specifically was like he did satellite maintenance. Which is why he kind of knows all the stuff, and also that ties into the satellite that you see falling out of the sky at the end of the original Cloverfield. And then Donald Logue in Cloverfield Paradox. I can't remember his name. What was his name? So it was also Stambler.
Yeah,
which
I don't remember.
That he's brother of Howard Stambler, but he's like this big like. And I want to say conspiracy theory nut, but like he ends up being right about everything. The guy who comes up with the idea of the Cloverfield paradox, which again ends up being right. He was right about it. And it kind of makes Howard and his brother, because they both originally they come across as like crazy conspiracy nuts, but they're actually right about everything. So it's pretty crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. But again, like what they did with the sequels was just never as immersive as what they did with the original. So if they're gonna try and do that again, sign me up. I'll be on my laptop deciphering, everything that they throw at us. So I can't wait, and I know Swag will be helping me out as well. So
yeah, for sure.
So yeah, and again, like ladies and gentlemen, not to turn this episode into an entire Cloverfield podcast,
which we can do.
We could.
If you want to, let us know. We'll do that. We can do it, like Cliff said. But yeah, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There's a direct sequel coming out. Don't know when, but we'll keep you up to date. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to start with the first of our many casting updates. This one's actually pretty cool. This is one that we mentioned last year, although we've spoken about this the last 2 years on this podcast, because this is one of those projects that it's been in development for like 20 years now, although it seems like it's actually going to happen this time. I am, of course, talking about the live-action adaptation of Neil Gaiman's The Sandman. We got the full cast announced. This is, of course, set up over at Netflix, and it was announced that Tom Sturridge is playing Dream, aka the Sandman. Vivian Art, I can't pronounce your name, so I apologize. She is playing Lucien, the Librarian of Dreaming. My boy, who we just talked about for his involvement in the Godzilla MonsterVerse, Charles Dance, is playing Roderick Burgess, and you got me right there. As soon as I see Charles Dance in the cast list, I'm in. That dude he's amazing. Boyd Holbrook is playing the Corinthian. Asim Chowdhury, I apologize if I messed that up, is playing Abel. Sanjeev Bhaskar is playing Kane. Now, the one I didn't mention yet is because this is the one I find the most interesting. Gwendolyn Christie of Game of Thrones fame, who she also was in the Star Wars sequel trilogy as Captain Phasma. She is playing Lucifer, which is pretty dope casting, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Again, like, not the way I would have gone, but then again, this is pretty dope. This is pretty inspired casting. I like it. I can't wait to see. So yeah, that's the cast so far. I am going to bring up a rumor. Now, mind you, this is a rumor, has not been confirmed, but I heard a rumor going around that Taron Egerton is going to be playing John Constantine in this show. Now, I know where the rumor comes from. It's because he played the character in the Sandman audio play that's available on audible.com. Although, like, the rumor also, there seems to be some truth behind it because he was apparently meeting with the people at Netflix right around when they were finalizing this cast. So it's a possibility he might be showing up in this show as the character, but maybe not. We'll keep, again, as of right now, it's just a rumor. There does seem to be some evidence to support it, but still just a rumor nonetheless. So, yeah, this cast, pretty awesome. I like it. And I can't wait. Again, I know Cliff and Swag don't really know a whole lot about the property. And to be honest, I know just a little bit. Like, I've read some of it. I'm not an expert on it. But what I read, I really enjoy, and I can't wait to see it come to life. So, Cliff, you got any thoughts on this?
No, I'm just curious. I just want to see like where everything leads to. It's kind of where I'm at with it.
Yep. Same. Swag, what about you?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely interested, especially with the casting. Like, yeah, this is intriguing me, so I'll check it out. Keep my eye on it.
For sure. I mean, there's a reason why the source material is so beloved.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait. Again, not a whole lot to say about it, but its cast looks good. Can't wait to see it. All right, let's get into a piece of news that came out. I believe this was also yesterday or the day before. We got an update on the return of G4 and the announcement that both Attack of the Show and X-Play will be returning this summer 2021, and I'm so hyped. Cliff note, like, we've talked about it so much on the show. Like, we were big G4 fans back in the day. We spent so many hours just hanging out watching G4 after school over the summer. Like, and it's just dope. There was also an update posted on the G4 YouTube yesterday, because I guess the relaunch was supposed to happen in January this month, but they're still like trying to get stuff together. But so there's going to be what they're calling it is B4 G4, and it's going to be yeah, exactly. It's going to be on the YouTube channel. It'll be streaming live. It'll also be streaming on Twitch, and this is it's going to be like a beta test for the relaunch, and it's going to be for everybody, like fans, to give their feedback, like what they like, what they don't like, what we want to see, what we don't want to see. And that's going to be cool. That's going to be launching soon. But but yeah, so that's basically where we are right now. I'm gonna throw it over to Cliff to get some thoughts on this. Like, are you hyped for the return this summer, Cliff?
Well, before G4 comes out, yes, I am. I am super excited. I think I don't. But my only thing is I didn't remember seeing it's all the original people, right?
No.
Yeah,
Well, that's the other thing that I wanted to clear. Good thing you brought that up, because I do want to clarify that. Although on the update they posted yesterday, some of the original people will be coming back. Adam Sessler and Blair Herder for sure. And I was like, I hate Blair Herder. Of all the people back, you brought back the one guy I can't stand. But whatever, I'm cool. They did actually announce the new cast of people in November, one of which, and Swag already knows this because we talk about this, Xavier Woods.
Yeah. Up, down, down. Let's go.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. Yep. He's
love
going to
Up,
be
Down,
part.
Down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me too. He's going to be part of the new cast for G4. And a couple of other people. Swag, do you remember who the other ones were? I said some of them to you. One of which, Dr. Lupin? Dr. Lupo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of them.
He's a fellow Nebraska boy.
So, Cliff, we might have had a chance. Might have had a chance. And then the other two, I don't remember who they are. So, my bad. But they did mention that some of the OGs might make guest appearances here and there. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just curious because I know Olivia Munn is kind of busy doing like her whole thing now. But yeah, no, because I watched Austin Creed like put out his nominations for like getting on G4 when they announced it, and then when he got picked, I was like, I bet he's the biggest dude on the set, like by far.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I know he's like 6'1", like 245, and he's just when he started at WWE, he was like right at 205, like just barely breaking. So it's funny to watch him like over the years just kind of just like get bulky. I'm like, damn, wow.
I'm good. I'm good.
Technical difficulties.
He's like, oh god.
I'm good.
Got a little too excited, ladies and gentlemen.
He did.
Dude, that was an epic shot.
That was. We're keeping it in the episode, man.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome. Cliff, it's funny because I was talking to Swag about it. I was like, I haven't watched WWE in like over 10 years, but it's weird that I know who Xavier Woods is. It's because he shows up on the DC Universe last year. He was part of Sam Witwer's. They had a tabletop game that they were doing, and it was like a weekly thing. He was part of that, and I was like, "Oh, I like this guy. He's a nerd. Cool." And then when I saw he was trying to get the part for the G4 relaunch, I knew immediately. I was like, "He's gonna get it. Like, obviously, he's gonna get it," and he did. So good for him. But
he's also I don't know if you know, but he does a lot of like fan films. Like he like as many as he can get into. And recently, no, it wasn't recently. It was like 2 years ago. He was the Black Ranger in the Power Rangers versus Voltron.
I saw that one. Which Swag? That's the one where I know Mari from because she was the Ranger in that one. Nice. So yeah. So that's Now we're going down this rabbit hole of like. It's what we do. But I'm gonna throw it up to Swag. Swag, how do you feel? And again, like you were pretty young at the time, but you watched a lot of G4 with me at the time. So like, how do you feel about it, man? You getting excited about the return?
Yeah, definitely. Like for sure, because like that is the thing. Like I never quite stick to like people for like news and stuff, or just even just stuff about nerd culture in general. Like I never stick to one person. I always just end up shifting depending on the situation. But like with G4, like they'll cover everything, and they'll be doing everything. So like I'm definitely gonna be, excited to just have a go-to place for this type of stuff. Finally, again. So it's gonna be great. definitely excited for the return.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's gonna be fun. So, gentlemen, it's coming back this year. Hopefully, we'll get the AOTS and X Play this summer. So, I can't wait, man.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna be like, yo, G4 TV. Like, I know you got Austin Creed, but you gotta get someone like me because I'm a veteran and I think I would be awesome on your show. You'd be like, we just checked off another box.
Yeah. We're doing your work for you, G4, right here.
And I'm marketable. Like, I have a good look. Like, I think I'm a good looking dude. I have a few followers on my social media platforms. Just pick me up.
Follower count on TikTok right now. I guarantee you. Like, how many followers you got?
14,000.
There you go. He's got a built-in audience, G4. Cliff, I'm gonna say, like, genuinely, I think if you and I campaign hard enough, I think we could get you on G4. I think we could.
Yeah.
I'm not even that far from the studio. Like,
yeah.
The commute is easy for me.
We're gonna start this campaign. What should we hashtag, Cliff?
Yeah, what's the tag?
Red Dog
Cliff for X Play.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Swag, put it up on screen right now.
There you go. Let's
know
do
what
it.
to do, people. Get on it.
It's going in the tags for the video, by the way.
Yeah. All right, so let's keep it moving. Let's talk to games. Let's talk about games because Cliff, you're a little bit out of the loop here, but Swag and I are going to get you caught up because this was. We're going to talk about Resident Evil 8, aka Resident Evil Village. Not necessarily the game, which, by the way, I think the game looks hype. I can't wait to play it.
Same.
But Swag, do you want to talk a little bit about how the internet went a little bananas over a certain part of this game?
Yeah. So, yeah, if you were like Cliff and you just weren't paying attention to the internet for a while and you missed it,
which is understandable.
Yeah, very understandable. Because I didn't even, to be entirely honest, I didn't even know that Capcom did another thing for Resident Evil Village.
Yeah.
Until I opened up my phone and my YouTube recommendations were just really out of sync and just really weird.
Well, it's funny because, like, I knew they were doing this event to, like, show off the game and whatnot, but I was just like, I'll catch up on it later.
Yeah.
I got bombarded with so many memes.
Yeah.
I actually didn't even know where it came from.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? Why is everybody so obsessed with this? And it was you who clarified it for me. You were like, well, I was like, that's where this is from. That's what everybody's losing their minds over. And then I checked out the trailer and I saw everything. I was like, oh, this, I guess, makes sense. Like, I mean, like, I get it, but it's like, Swag, just take it away before I give you my thoughts on it. Let everybody know what happened. Again, in case they don't.
So there is, they unveiled some new characters in this recent trailer and stuff, and one of which got the most of the attention from everybody. Got all of the attention. I'm just gonna be straightforward with you.
There's no sugar.
Yeah, Alcina Dimitrescu? Yeah, that's her name. Tall, like 7-8 feet tall vampire lady. Yeah. Which,
by the way, that alone, they're doing vampires in Resident Evil now?
Yeah.
Which, that was, like, mind-blowing to me in and of itself.
Yeah,
but go
same.
Ahead.
And yeah, I guess just everybody just found her really attractive and just started, and like the internet, when they all collectively find some character or whatever attractive, they all just get to work immediately, and it was just mind-blowing how quick the internet worked on this.
It was impressive, but also a little frightening.
Yeah.
The internet just latched onto this character, and like everybody decided she was mommy.
Yeah.
I hate saying that, but
same.
that's the internet today. The thing that I was gonna say is like, I get it. She is very attractive.
Yes.
But like the internet, the way they reacted to it, it's like they had never seen a big titty goth girlfriend. Like, was this their first exposure to this? Like,
yeah, it's very
that's
confusing.
really what blew my mind. It was like, y'all are on the internet. I know this is not the first instance of this, but also, I get it. Like, she's 8 feet tall and she's a vampire.
yeah. Yeah.
It was insane. It was insane.
Yeah.
I am going to give a shout out to someone special, a cosplayer who I've been a fan of for many, many years, Danielle DeNicola. If you don't know who she is, you can thank me later. She was the first person that I saw to put together a cosplay of this character. Like, and she did it so fast. I don't know how she did it. And it's not just that she did the costume and the makeup, which is easy enough to do, but she did the claws, the Freddy Krueger claw,
Yeah.
as well. And there should be some images up right now. Again, you're welcome. Feel free to follow her on all the social medias. She's great. She's fantastic. But yeah, like, and again, it just goes to what me and Swag were saying, like how quickly the internet,
Got to
again,
work.
all memes, Cliff, the TikToks I saw of like guys on the internet thirsting over this character, the cosplays that ladies put together, and how quickly and how good they turned out.
Yep.
Like, again, I've seen people go nuts over characters on the internet, but never
nothing
like
on this scale. Yeah.
this was insane. And I get it, like we're all in quarantine and some of us are very lonely.
Yeah.
But geez, man, like the level of thirst coming off of people, this character, I don't think I've ever seen it before.
Yeah.
Cliff, I'm assuming while we're talking about it, you've been looking at the character. Like, have you been checking it out?
Yeah, I'm okay. Let me get you I'm very nervous about this game.
Yeah.
And I only say that because like the engine looks so good that if it's not this quality, people are gonna fucking riot. So I'm like, yo, this is so smooth. And by the way, I can see why everybody says she's very attractive.
Oh, she is, yeah.
But yeah, looking at the lighting and the shadowing and the way that the shadows move against the wall and then just the chairs and everything, like just the frame rate is just incredible. And I'm like, man, like
game looks phenomenal.
This has to be at that level. Like this reminds me a lot of when PT came out for like a little bit, and like the level of detail that was in that just that trailer was so lit. Like so looking back at this, I'm like, damn, man, like damn. That's all I can see.
I still look at PT every now and then, and I still think that was like especially for the time that they released that was ahead of the time for those consoles. And I think it still holds up today. You look at that and the level of detail in that demo was insane.
It really was, yeah. I know that game is still a sore subject for some of us.
So, yeah.
But yeah, no.
Nami!
But Cliff, like straight up, yeah, man, like that Resident Evil 8 looks crisp. So, yeah, man, that's gonna be great. Yeah. But people of the internet, maybe control your
calm down for like
just a little bit. Things got out of hand real quick.
Real quick, I do want to bring up a theory I had for 8, and that is like the whole thing with like the vampires and everything, because we do know that they are vampires, like this isn't some virus thing. But I was thinking about it the other day, and Chris is a part of Umbrella currently, and we know he's in this game. And I was thinking, what if Umbrella is trying to get some of the vampire blood to make a new virus? with
that
it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Sense.
If
Or
I
maybe
call it,
vampirism, the T virus.
yeah.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of ways they can go. But what were you gonna say?
Oh, if I call it, hey,
Yeah.
So I was right. I told you guys. You heard it first, right here.
Plant your flag on that hill, Swag.
Yes. It's all brightly colored blue and purple.
That gorgeous neon sunset.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm looking at some of these memes right now. This shit is hilarious.
My favorite one. I'm gonna have to try and find it so that Swag can throw it up right here. It's an image from a video that I'm sure we've all seen at least once. A very tall lady holding up a smaller lady against the wall. Swag already knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Nice.
And it's, the smaller girl is everyone on the internet, and then the taller lady is what is it, Swag? It's like the Resident Evil 8 vampire lady.
Yeah.
It's fun. That made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
It was great.
This is good. I like these. I like these a lot.
I remember reading a comment on the demo video, and somebody was like, she pulls out the claws. He's like, "Joke's on you. I'm into this."
Yeah. Oh man. Oh boy. Nothing like a good goth GF to inspire the internet. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
Yeah. Very good. All right. So that's what we got for you in games this week, folks. A little unorthodox.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
It's
a little unorthodox.
A little. Just a little bit. But hey, let's keep it going because, like I said, we have some casting news, but let's keep it going video game themed because this casting news dropped. This was either last weekend or during the week. Oh crap! I think I lost that article. Let me just start out because I'm gonna have to go find it now. It was announced that Kevin Hart is joining the Borderlands movie. Yeah. He's going to be joining the already announced Cate Blanchett, who is playing Lilith. And Swag, I've got an update for you because I remember at first everybody thought he was playing Claptrap, which would have been dope.
Yeah.
Turns out he is not playing Claptrap.
Okay.
Again, a little disappointing, but let me see if I can find the. Great. Oh, here it is. Okay. Sorry, that took me a little while to find the article. Okay, he's been cast as Roland.
Okay.
Yeah. Ex-soldier turned mercenary, which lines up with the character in the game. Apparently, like I said, I'm not a huge Borderlands fan.
Yeah.
So this is a character I'm not 100%.
Roland, spoiler alert, dies in 2.
Yeah.
Is in a relationship with Lilith, so this is very interesting.
Oh, so yeah, interesting that they announced Lilith and then Roland.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, how are you feeling about that, Swag?
I'm not as excited as it was for him being Claptrap, but still excited. Because like we got that initial casting, and like that was sick, and like I'm still really hyped to see how this turns out. But like getting like even like just thinking about it, like him as Roland, like I can still see that. It's gonna be definitely interesting. So I just can't wait to like see all of everybody, in costume and like on set and stuff and acting it out. Like I can't wait to see like actual footage from this to get even more hype. So yeah, like I'm definitely excited to see this still.
Yeah, and for anyone who doesn't know, or maybe you forgot, like this is being directed by Eli Roth, so that's definitely it's gonna be pretty crazy. Like,
Yep.
just based on his previous work. Honestly, I know I've said it many, many times before when we talk about this movie on the show. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Eli Roth, but I think he's the perfect choice to bring this property to the big screen. I really do. So, Cliff, what about you? How do you feel about this? How are you feeling about the casting?
I like the casting. I do.
Yeah.
As far as Kevin Hart goes, which means that the person I'm gonna want to promote can now get the job for Claptrap, Alan Tudyk.
Yes. Why didn't I think of that?
Brilliant.
I
Good
can
job.
hear it already. How did I not think of that?
Oh man, that is good. That's good.
I
Yeah.
mean, he's not. I don't think he's currently doing anything other than that show that he's currently promoting. So I think he's kind of free. So come on.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
my pick.
Even at that, man, he does so much. Claptrap would be voice work, right?
Yep.
I mean, he could do that. He could do that on set while he's filming whatever.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like come on.
Yeah, man.
Come on, guys.
I'm into it. Let's
I
do
want to
it.
hear this.
Internet, make that happen. Let's start that hashtag as well.
Yes. I'm
Claptrap.
gonna make myself a casting director from now on. That's what I'm
There
gonna
you
go with.
go.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that would be that's kind of a fun pick. So I'm interested in seeing the movie more now. I mean, I know Kevin Hart is a big deal,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think that's where I'm excited for it. So I can't wait to see what's gonna happen.
Same. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the property, but I mean, I'll give it a shot.
Actually, I just came up with a better name for Claptrap.
Oh boy,
Rob Paulson.
that'd be pretty good too.
Yeah.
Let me get Yakko.
Yeah. Yakko. That's it. Yeah, Cliff once again retaining his '90s boy, '90s boy title.
Yeah.
Oh man, that brings back memories.
This episode, he's earned the Iron Boy for this one.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. All right. So, yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on any more casting news for Borderlands. Seems pretty cool so far. So, all right. We have some more casting news we're going to get to. We have, if you'll remember last year, we talked about how Netflix had greenlit a prequel series to The Witcher. We now know the title, The Witcher Blood Origin, and we have our star. Jodie Turner-Smith is going to be starring in The Witcher Blood Origin. Sorry. Now again, I'm not a big. I don't know much about the lore.
Yeah.
To The Witcher, like I haven't read any of the books. I haven't played any of the games. I watched the series and I liked it a lot. So I'm not an expert. So I'm not one to be like, hey, I like this. I don't think, whatever. I am not familiar with Jodie Turner-Smith, but I'll give it a watch if it looks good, if I think it's worth checking out. Yeah. Cliff, how do you feel about this?
No, I'm digging it.
Have you watched it?
No, not yet. But it's on my list of things I have to get accomplished.
You're ever growing.
It is. It continues to grow, and then like something new comes out, and I'm like, ooh, I want to watch that too. Like, how you just called me off my 90s fanboy. I low key, binge watch all the Animaniacs on Hulu.
Because of course you did.
Yeah, of course I did.
No, man. Like I've been doing the same thing on HBO Max and Disney Plus. I've been watching everything I grew up watching. So whatever. Swag, what about you? You seem to be more into this world lore. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's the thing. Like, I don't want to claim like, oh, I know everything. I don't. I just have like a little bit of knowledge, and I might be wrong. But as far as I can remember, I think that this might be of like because there are different groups of Witchers and different kind of like, I guess like houses of Witchers.
Yeah.
And I think this might be like the original set of Witchers, I think is probably what they're going to go with. So like the kind of starting of this whole thing. And it was, and if I can remember, oh, go ahead.
So I should have read this article Close. So there's a bit of information in here. Jodie Turner-Smith will play, and I don't know how to pronounce this. It's Eile, and there's like an accent over the first E. An elite warrior blessed with the voice of a goddess who has left her clan and position as Queen's guardian to follow her heart as a nomadic musician. A grand reckoning on the continent forces her to return to the way of the blade in her quest for vengeance and redemption. Huh.
Nice.
Yeah, watch that.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. Sounds cool.
Yeah, definitely. Like yeah. Especially because now, like you'll kind of. I'm assuming they'll explore more of the history of that world, so you'll get to know more of that.
Yeah. But yeah, it all sounds, like I said, I enjoyed the show, the season 1 that we got. I thought it was really cool. Swag, you haven't even seen it yet, have you?
No, I want to though. I've been like super tempted to just sit down and actually finally watch
I'm
it.
the only one here who watched it. Oh man.
I gotta watch it, man. I got to.
It's fine. It's fine.
Just pay a coin to your Witcher. That's all.
Yep.
God, that song was stuck in my head. Oh my god.
Bringing it back. Let's go.
All right, so that's our update on the Witcher prequel. Can't wait to see it. All right, let's talk about this casting. Oh man, this got me so excited because we knew it was coming, or at least I did, and I was waiting for the announcement. And here we are. Here we are again, the second week in a row. We're talking about casting news for Titans season 3, and again, like, did we ever talk about it on the show? I think we may have just spoken about it personally. So Tim Drake is going to appear in season 3, and they've been looking for their actor. And again, like, I know they've wrapped filming on season 3, and the fact that they're announcing cast members now seems a little weird.
Yeah.
But we have our Tim Drake, and it's really cool. We had heard that they were looking for, how do I put this? Maybe not the typical casting you would go for a Tim Drake. Like, I heard they were looking for a biracial actor or a multiracial actor, and this appears to fall in line with that as well. So, this actor, I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name, so I'm just going to refer to him by his first name. Jay, and Swag put his name up on screen for everybody else.
There you go.
If you're just listening to this, maybe go check out the Nerds Facebook page and find out for yourself, or watch the episode on YouTube. But so yeah, this gentleman, he has been cast as Tim Drake for season 3 of Titans. But the really interesting thing about him, he is in the Batman. He's also in the trailer for the Batman. He's one of the thugs in the I'm Vengeance scene, who watches homeboy get his face
Yep.
by Bat. I'll give you specifically which one he is. He's the one who has like the half face paint. That's the same guy. He's playing Tim Drake in Titans season 3. And it's funny because after the announcement came out, he tweeted on his official account, I'm no longer just a scared thug in Gotham. I am Tim Drake. And I was like, good for you. Good for you. That makes me even more happy. Like, so that's pretty cool. He has that connection as well. So, I'm into it, man. Like, I think he's going to do great. I am not familiar with his work prior to this. I've looked at his credits. I haven't seen anything that he's been in, obviously, other than his appearance in the trailer for the Batman, obviously. But no, man, like, Titans has not steered me wrong in terms of casting. So I'm excited. I have nothing bad to say about this piece of casting. Cliff, what about you?
Okay, so I have a story to tell you aside, but I'll tell you what my thoughts are first on Tim. So Tim yes, I'm excited. I like the look. I like the kid himself. I like the the stature that he brings. I didn't know about the Batman thing, so that was really cool to find out that he's got like
Yeah.
maybe Bruce scared him so much that he ran from the group and then he became Tim Drake. Who knows? Maybe
You
we
got
get
so
that tie
scared,
in.
jumped to another universe.
It did. Hey, listen. Hey, we saw what happened in the multiverses. Okay, it could have easily have happened. Anyway,
Mm.
let me tell you this story. So I get a message from a friend of mine, right? Abraham. Hey, I know you're watching. So
Hey.
I go. He sends me a message, and this happened today. Of all the things, we're recording this on the 30th of January. It happened today. So he sends me a message. Hey man, do you watch Titans? I was like, yeah. Actually, I'm waiting for season 3 to come out. I'm still pissed that Donna died. He's like, Donna died? I'm like in the middle. He's like, I'm in the middle of season 2.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Wow, Cliff.
Not your best moment.
I thought legit. I was like, well, let's be real, man. This show's been out it's been out for a long time, and I thought like he was just asking me in a sense of like, hey man, like, hey, I watch Titans. Are you into Titans? And I was like, yeah. Pissed off about Donna, So it's like, oh shit.
Here's the weird thing, Cliff. I'm glad you brought this up because I did want to try and talk about this. I just didn't know how to work it in. But no, it's fun because you'll see how it relates. People who signed up for HBO Max to watch Wonder Woman, the research shows like they signed up for Wonder Woman 84 and they stuck around and watched Titans. Like, because Titans viewership went through the roof after Wonder Woman 1984 dropped. So that show has been getting a lot of new viewers and fans. Like the Twitter chat regarding Titans has been like so active over the last month. It's insane. And I guarantee you, your homeboy was one of those guys.
I just straight up ruined it for him going into season 2.
The finale.
He's gonna be like, when does Donna die? He's like, I'm in the middle of season 2. I was like, I'll explain after you get done watching it then.
I am gonna offer if he's watching it, like if he's watching this show, like you said he is, I'm gonna give you a little, just a little bit of advice. Season 2 is great, but lower your expectations when you get to the finale.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Lower your expectations and you'll be fine.
Burn through it
It'll
and then
make it a
catch up
lot
with
easier.
Yeah. And that's all I'm gonna say about it, because we've talked ad nauseum about that. So, but Swag, what do you think about the casting for Tim Drake in season 3?
I like it. It's like it's different, which I'm actually like really okay with, and like I actually think it's a good thing that they're doing this.
Yeah.
Especially since like you never really get to see a whole lot of Tim. So like kind of giving him a different, like kind of going at it at a different take is probably a good idea, because then you won't get so many angry people, douchebags about it. So then you can get people use the idea of like, he's not always a white guy. So I like it. I definitely like it, and I can't wait to see him, be a part of, this family, and see how him and Dick take to each other as like brothers, and see how that relationship kind of works out. So I can't wait to see this. Yeah,
it's also interesting that this show will have given us our first live action Jason Todd and our first live action Tim Drake.
Yeah.
Which is dope. Because I was thinking about it, because you were talking about like we don't really get to see a whole lot of Tim Drake, and that's true. But this show was the first we've seen of Jason Todd in live action, and like even prior to the animated movie Batman Under the Red Hood, we had never seen Jason Todd outside of the comic books. The only time I think of where both of these characters came close was in the Birds of Prey TV series, where they straight up name drop Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and Tim Drake. So we knew they existed in that universe, but we never saw them. So this is very cool, man. I think it's awesome that this show will have given us all of that.
Yeah.
Also, like we reported last week, Barbara Gordon is joining the show this season as well. So we will have, for the most part, the whole Bat family on this show, which is pretty cool. I don't think people are making enough a big enough deal about that. Like that's awesome to me. So
yeah,
man, I'm super excited. So, but there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have our Tim Drake for season 3 of Titans. Can't wait. Again, I know they wrapped filming already, and we should get some kind of announcement on when it's going to debut. Hopefully, it'll be over the summer, if not the fall. If I'm not mistaken, season 1 and 2 debuted over the fall. So we'll see. Yeah, so that's going to do it for the news this week, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to get into Cliff and I's favorite time. We're going to talk TV time. Let's do it.
Time.
Yeah, I'm going to start with my thoughts on Batwoman, episode 2 of season 2. And I got to say, I'm enjoying season 2 way more than I thought I would. Not that I thought I wasn't going to enjoy it, but like I'm enjoying this 2 episodes in more than I enjoyed season 1. Again, not that I didn't like season 1, but I don't know, man. Something about season 2 feels, I don't know, it just feels fresher. And again, like we have a new lead character and a new lead actress, so obviously things are going to feel different. But something about that just made the show feel different in a way that it's like, yeah, I'm really enjoying it, even with like some of the negative points I made last week. I'm still really, really, really enjoying it, and I like the dynamics between our new lead actress and the returning cast members. And this episode, there's way more of that. Like she got to interact with characters this week that she did not in the premiere, and those dynamics are very cool, very fun to watch. So I can't wait to see what we do going forward. One thing I found funny about the premiere and this episode. So spoiler alert for anyone who might be watching season 1 and hasn't gotten caught up. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. At the end of season 1, Alice kills a character named Mouse, who is like her adoptive brother, and he's kind of her only tether to humanity left. So she kills him, severs that tie to her humanity. And I thought, oh, that sucks for that guy. He's not going to have work on the show anymore. They straight up brought him back for these first 2 episodes to play a corpse. She straight up just kept his body. And it's not like, you know, like in a big budget movie, they would just create a life cast and create a very lifelike dummy if they need a corpse who resembles an actor. Like the prime example, Batman versus Superman. When you see General Zod's corpse, that's not Michael Shannon playing a corpse. It's a dummy with his likeness, yes, but it's not actually Michael Shannon. But obviously, because this is a TV show and they don't have that kind of budget, they literally brought the actor back to play the corpse of his character for 2 episodes. And like, good for him. That's an easy paycheck. All you have to do is lay down and not move or talk. I just thought that was funny. Like, that was really funny to me. I laughed out loud when I saw his corpse. I was like, man, homeboy got paid to play a corpse this week. But, you know, again, I just thought that was funny, and I am enjoying the show, so, you know, all the power to him. So, yeah, I'm enjoying season 2 so far. Thumbs up. Cliff, I'm going to throw it over to you, because I know you got some things to say about this week's episode of WandaVision. So, take it away, Cliff.
Yeah, so here we are with our latest episode of WandaVision, where we, so the way we ended episode 3, we saw one of our favorite characters just get thrown across the screen. Then we find out why and how she got thrown and what else was going on. But really wanted to bring up one point, okay? I'm a simple guy. I really am. I like simple things, right? So when John Woo made his return to the MCU, and the first thing you see is him flip out his business card as a magic trick for Monica Rambeau, I popped. I died. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. This is a perfect tie-in. And I was so hyped seeing it. And I know that's like, and the funny thing is, and this is something that happens like, I don't know, probably 12 minutes into the episode. But I do want to bring up one thing. I did mention her name. Monica is in this episode, right? And she's really one of the featured characters in it, right? So some people would have seen her as Geraldine in episode 2, but we get into this next episode. Monica, one thing we found out was that Monica was a victim of the blip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Did I not say that part? Yeah, major spoiler for this one part that I'm going to tell you. We find out that she was. And the coolest thing happened is you see it in reverse. Like the digital self gets reversed. And you see her get brought back to life from the snap. So you get to see the effects. But you go through this journey with her just like immediately, right? And because we've seen it like in other movies around the Avengers, right? We've seen like the aftermath, right? And we've seen like, oh, there's this happy-go-lucky. Everybody's like so excited to see each other, but we don't really get to see like from like a regular person's point of view. We see it from like the superhero point of view. You know what I mean? So you see this one point, and you just go through this terror of what's going on with Monica, and it's insane. So you get to see this huge character arc in one episode. You guys need to go through and just check it out and just peeps. It was awesome. Other thing we'll talk about really quick. You kind of learn a lot about what's going on, and Darcy, again, Darcy from the Thor universe, is in this episode. She makes, Kat Dane makes her debut, and she's amazing. And she's back at it again. Same character, same wit, same humor. Everything about her is perfect. I dig her so much. She's so awesome.
Yeah.
And then, we wrap up the episode. So I don't really want to dig into it too much and let you guys know and just ruin stuff for you guys. So go check it out. But a lot of answers get answered in this episode based on what happens in the first 3 episodes. So you get to see a lot of cool stuff from different angles, and that's what I really appreciated.
Nice.
So for me, 10. It's 10.
Nice.
Sick.
I also understand the reference for your delivery on that. So. But yeah, man, it sounds really good. Like I said, I'm not watching the show, but I saw a lot of chatter about it on Twitter this weekend, and people were loving it. So all the power to you, all of you. So yeah. All right, Cliff, thank you for keeping everybody up to date on what's going on WandaVision over there. So all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us today. We did it. All right, Cliff, let everybody know where they can find you online. Yeah,
so you guys can find me at Disney Plus, because that's where I hang out. No, so you guys can find me on all. You guys can find me on all your favorite social media platforms at @the_RedDog85. So TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you guys want to look, Reddit. You guys can find me. You guys talk to me. Hit me up. And then, you guys can find me right here on Nerds of the Roundtable, or you guys can find me on the 3 Count podcast and Now Entering the Ring, where we talk about wrestling, we bring on interviews, we do all sorts of cool stuff with it. So you guys can give the follows there. And then, yeah, man, that's everything you guys need for now.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. You know what to do. Go follow him, give him all the likes, show him all the love. And again, get that hashtag trending. We're going to get Cliff on G4. It's going to happen. All right, Swag, go ahead and tell everybody, go ahead and plug your YouTube channel.
Yeah, you guys can find me on YouTube, Mr. Swagtastic. I have finally just decided to sit down and do some work. If you are at all interested in Fallout 4 and just modded ridiculousness, I have cut together a Fallout 4 Shenanigans mega episode, which is clocking in at 2 hours. So if you want something to watch, if you're looking for something like that, definitely come check that out. It should be up at the same time around this, the video podcast should be up too. So yeah, definitely come over and hang out. It's a good time.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome, man. You got a beast of a video coming up.
Yeah, do.
Definitely go check him out, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Swagtastic on YouTube. You know what to do. I am, of course, Antonio Padilla. Before I sign off, I do want to give a special shout out to my boy Mitch, Calathea Music, because he's got a new EP coming out this Friday. You can go pre-order the album and get the first single right away. Go support my boy. You know, he's my homie. We had him on the show with his other band, Fathom All the Animals. And yeah, just go show him some love, man. Just go check out the music. It's dope. Everything I've been hearing about, I haven't gotten to hear this album yet, but everything I've heard from people who did get to preview it say it's amazing, fantastic. So do yourself a favor, go check that out. Yeah, just got to show love for my boy. And once again, go check out Batman: Soul of the Dragon if you get the chance. It's fun. It's a good time. Of course, I am Antonio Padilla. You can find me on all social media at Tron Pilgrim or at Tron Pilgrim 87. You'll know which one is me. You can like Nerds of the Roundtable on Facebook, facebook.com/Real Nerds of the Roundtable. Follow us on Twitter at RealNerds_. You can always watch us right here on YouTube. You can listen to us on anchor.fm/nerds, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You can find us on Spotify, everywhere podcasts are available. And do remember, if you enjoy our content, click that like button. It's free, and it helps us out a lot. Share these videos with your friends and family if you think they'll enjoy them. And please consider subscribing and turning on those notifications. Leave a comment down below. Tell us what you are looking forward to, what you've been watching. Just keep it civilized. That's all we ask. So yeah, do all the things, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to do it for us this week. Join us next time. Same nerd time, same nerd channel. Good night, folks.
Hey, Swag, you know what to do.
Cue the outro!
Yeah!